I, your demigod and host, am Morlix. And you are all also demigods. And together we comprise the Intergalactic Council of Elders. Give yourselves a large hand. Now, we have been called upon here at the most prestigious hall of Lesher Novia. And as it is our custom, we shall do our unity bond. On the count of three, I, Morlix, shall conduct, of course. Upon the count of three, I wish for all of you to loudly exclaim your own unique sound of greetings and salutations that is unique to your home planet. 1, 2, 3! Excellent. But being demigods as we are, I know that you can do it again, but much louder and with much more force, as though you are creating a new reality. 1, 2, 3! Yes, yes! Excellent. You must be wondering, why is it that I have called upon you here today? Well, I shall tell you. It has come to my attention that a new species has developed intergalactic phasonic space-time travel. They are known as humans. They come from an insignificant planet called Earth.
Yeah.
As you see, these humans have not yet matched their moral integrity to their technological advancement.
Yeah, right.
Yes, yes. For they are still deeply entrenched in their base instincts of fear, greed, jealousy, anger, narcissism, lust, superstition, and war. Now, you understand why these creatures could pose a great threat to our omniverse. And it is upon us to judge them, worthy of their existence or not. But enough! In my hand I hold my omnisphere, and with it I can project any reality with which I wish upon the screen. And now let us take a look upon these humans! Suspend! Look at them. Disgusting creatures. Foul odors. Pathetic weapons. Face weak emotions, for they are quick to anger and war, attacking the innocent. If it were up to me, I would annihilate them in an instant. But of course it is not. We are a democracy here. And you, Intergalactic Council of Elders, will put them to the test. We shall place before them obstacles which will test their integrity, compassion, courage, wisdom, loyalty, and love. If these human creatures were to pass our test, then we shall allow them to continue upon their evolutionary path, and we will watch them as they enter our omniverse. And hopefully the decision would be a correct one. However, if we deem them to be failures, we shall annihilate their entire species forever. Now, let us learn more about these human creatures. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great Counselor Kamath, please, number 1 or number 2, which one of these two people here is the captain of the crew?
2.
2. Thank you very much. Princess Galadriel, this one that stands before you here is the commander of the ship. What secret does she harbor in her heart?
Fear.
Fear. Yes. Very fearful. I will ask all of you now to exclaim in your own way. This one here is the lieutenant of the ship. She has a specific phobia. What is that phobia?
Spaces.
One more time.
Cheeseburgers.
I keep hearing this one, which is wonderful. Open spaces. The fear of open spaces. And finally, the ensign of the ship, the lowest rank among the four. This ensign has a very unique and unusual profession that is not commonly found on a starship. What is that profession?
Stripper.
Farming. A farmer. Yes. We shall now watch their journey, which is already in progress. However, to have a little bit of fun, I wish to test 2 things immediately: their courage and their ability to work together as a team. What emergency do they encounter right now that requires their attention?
Black hole.
I heard a black hole. My friends, I give you the human beings.
Commander, that black hole wasn't an hour path an hour ago. How did that get there?
Captain, it came upon us extra fast this time. The black hole is an extreme variety. This is a fast-moving version.
Lieutenant, what are the dimensions of that thing?
It is 13.7 miles wide.
Ensign Brown, how are the carrots?
The carrots are just fine. The chicken are a little restless, though, Captain.
Keep those chickens steady, Ensign.
Aye, Captain.
I'm sensing an anomalous reading emanating from that black hole. What do you make of that, Commander?
Captain, it's more than a black hole. This hole is also brown.
A brownish black hole.
Excuse me, Captain, that may be part of the fertilizer I let out a few minutes ago. You know, I said the chicken were restless.
Lieutenant, do a calculation and discover the possible deleterious effects of a black hole infected by fertilizer.
My calculations say it is catastrophic, and it could take us in at any moment and multiply us in great numbers.
Multiply us.
Create multiple versions of us. Fertilize us, if you will.
That has to be stopped. I'm about as much of me as I can take.
Captain, I'm afraid that if we multiply, we will run out of food resources and our septic system will be overrun. Then it would be really a brown hole.
Crew, I've come to a decision and I'd like everybody's attention.
Yes, Captain.
We're going to take this ship directly into that black hole. Once we get into the center of the black hole, then we're going to reverse the ionic pulse of the intergradiometer neutrino field. That'll cause a cascade relay effect that'll inverse the Polarian poles of the neutrinos' glyphkins. That should solve the problem.
Captain,
Unless it kills us.
shall I up the Glipkin content of our thrusters?
Glip away, Commander. Get ready to engage thrusters.
Engaging thrusters. Engaged.
Lieutenant,
Yes?
take us into that black hole.
Okay. It looks so big and wide open. You're taking us in.
What is happening to the barometric pressure?
Captain, barometric pressure is increasing, Captain.
I feel pressure in the hull. What's going on? Give me a reading.
Captain, we're going to reach anti-gravity in 5 seconds.
Anti-gravity, quick! Take a big chicken and put it on my head! Hurry up!
Oh, Captain, I can't reach the console.
It's all right. Take the chicken.
Oh, Captain, I'm going to reduce the thrust to bring us back to 0 gravity at least.
We're inside the brownish black hole.
We're inside the brownish brown hole.
We're inside the brownish black hole. I feel we're multiplying.
Where's the chicken? Why am I holding a chicken?
We're inside the brownish brown hole.
What's going on?
Chicken on your head. We're inside the brownish black hole.
How are the chickens? Are they okay?
The chickens are even more restless.
Where are we?
Engage clip guns!
Flip phone engaged, Captain.
Prepare for impact! 3, 2, 1! Reading, Lieutenant.
We are back to normal phasonic power, Captain.
How many of me are there?
Just the one.
That'll do.
Well done, Captain.
Thank you. I'd like a cucumber, please.
Ensign, Captain, may I engage in cucumber as well?
Yes, of course. Let's all have a cucumber.
I suppose we all should have a cucumber to celebrate. Thank you. Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Commander,
Captain,
may I see you in my ready room, please?
absolutely. Don't touch my Captain, that was well done out there. I have to say, I've never been more impressed.
Commander, I couldn't help but notice that you were a little slow on the Glipcon activation.
If you were to time my reaction, you would see that I'm in the 30 percentile of Glipton reactors.
Commander, I looked at your hand on the control panel. I saw the tremors. I saw the trembles. I sensed the palpitation of your heart. You were afraid.
Captain, I cannot be afraid.
And yet you were. This ship depends on split-second commands. Split-second obeying of my orders. If I can't trust you, Commander. Look, Arlene, you and I are friends.
Yes, Bill.
But that episode on Glipnik 7 was a long time ago. You've got to move on.
If you're suggesting that you put me in this position because of that night, I would like to challenge your perception of my abilities.
Really? You were in that cave with that Guerrerian starfire for 6 hours. Something like that wears on an officer, no matter how experienced they are.
We actually had a bond. We worked it out.
I'm telling you, you've got to shape up. You've got to overcome this irrational fear you now have of almost everything.
Suspend. Yes. As I had mentioned before, fear is one of the deep base instincts that drives the human's decisions. What does the captain say to the commander that will ignite her fear further?
We're going back.
We're going back. Let it be.
Therefore, we're going back.
No.
We're going back to that wormhole.
We don't need to do that, Captain.
I
You
know.
know it. You know it. Why are you doing this?
Because you need to face your fear, Commander. That's the only way you're ever going to get over it. We're going back into that wormhole, and you're going to lead an away mission into that wormhole. Just you and me.
Captain, no! I apologize. I must respectfully decline this assignment, Captain.
It is the only way you can keep your commission aboard this ship.
Captain.
I'll expect to see you on the bridge. All crew to the bridge!
Who ate my cucumber?
Always answers.
To understand correctly, Captain, we're going back into the wormhole?
Yes, that's right, we are. Commander at station. Lieutenant on comm. Farmer in the dell. Take us back to that wormhole, Commander.
Captain. Engaging forward thrust at 15,000 kilometers per second.
It's just a black hole. You can do this.
It looks like we are coming upon the hole now, Captain.
Come with me. I'll meet you in Shuttle Bay 3. You understand I'm doing this for your own good, I hope.
I've known you a long time, and I trust your judgment.
Take us in.
Suspend! Just as they reach the event horizon of this black hole, they hear a voice on their intercom system. What does that voice say?
Party on, Wayne.
Pizza delivery. We've been waiting. I heard we've been waiting for you. Let it be so.
Captain, I have to say that going into a black hole that is also a wormhole,
And kind of brownish.
this is beyond the scope and the purview of my position.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting.
Amplify, make that louder.
Amplified,
We have been waiting for you.
Make it more strident.
more strident. We have been waiting for you.
Make it sound more feminine.
More feminine.
We've been waiting for you.
Captain,
Stay with that. Who are you?
Greetings.
greetings.
We are residents who have resided inside of this wormhole.
Captain, I'm going to put them on screen.
Yes.
You are crew of a starship? We have been waiting for you.
We are so alone.
We are so alone and afraid. There's a killer about in our midst, hunting each and every one of us.
What type of being is this killer?
We do not know. It hides amongst us. It could be anywhere. But every single day, it takes one of our people.
How many of you are there?
2.
Well, I'd say you have no time to lose.
I would say so too. For in 2 days' time, there will be none of us left.
Will you allow us to help? I am Captain Rogers of the United Coalition Starship, the Lollipop.
I am Pac-Man, and this is Betamax.
We would greatly appreciate your help. Our lives depend on you, Captain.
Please give us the coordinates to your location and we'll fly our ship right there.
That's just it. We don't know where we are. It is pitch black here.
Commander, locate their coordinates.
Captain, it appears that they are in the galaxy of Atari.
Bring us to them. We'll make sure they get an extra life.
Proceed to Atari.
Beings, we found your location and we're traveling to you. We should be there in 1 of our hours.
We will ping-pong while we wait.
Hopefully, we shall both be alive when you arrive.
Ensign,
Yes.
did you find it strange earlier when The captain just went away with the commander and left us here alone?
I certainly did. He didn't even say, you take charge, or anything. He just took her off.
He just left. Do you think that there's something going on with the two of them?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I've seen it in their eyes, the way they look at each other.
When I was down feeding the chickens, I saw them. They took a little getaway, just the two of them, and they didn't know I saw them. They were whispering.
I think that there's an illicit romance amongst them.
But that's against protocol. I can't
Exactly.
imagine the captain ever doing anything against protocol.
It is against protocol. And by the rule books, I should call it in to the coalition.
Yes, you should.
It's only that.
No.
I too have feelings. And it is against rules for anybody to have feelings for one another on this starship.
That means I am the lone person without feelings. And must turn you in as well. I'm sorry to have to do this. I enjoyed farming on this space container and feeding all of you.
You can't do this.
But I must.
No.
It's against protocol.
Yes, but I told you I thought that we were friends. You didn't find out because I was hiding an illicit secret.
That is correct.
You can't do this to me.
I'm sorry, but I must.
Thank you for bringing us to your inner sanctum.
Thank you for coming. You will see the graves of our many fallen peoples.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This one here, this was my wife, Sony.
Excuse me, is that Game Boy? Yes, that's my son. I'm so sorry.
Each and every day.
My husband, M3 player, is next to him. I felt they should be together.
I want you to know that we're going to do everything we can in our power to find this killer and destroy it. Surely you must know something of its characteristics.
Well, Captain, each night it comes to a person who is completely alone in the great field of openness. You see, we go there. It is a sacred place for us, the field of openness. It used to be, at least. But now, whoever goes there, they are slain in a most horrific way.
Beta and I have not been alone for a millennia. That is why we have survived.
This creature sounds like fear itself.
Suspend. Interesting. I have been observing this captain very closely. His intentions are good, and I can feel in his heart that he truly does wish to do the right thing. But there's one thing that he overlooks, one flaw that he cannot sense in himself, and that is that he allows his righteousness to sometimes override his good judgment. He seems to, at times, full-heartedly accept to assist others, even though it may become a detriment to his own crew. What does this being say to the captain that is quite dangerous? Yes.
Saw a purple-headed people eater.
Saw a purple-headed people eater. We shall see how the captain responds.
No! I have a vision! It's coming through my mind! It's just... No. The purple-headed people eater!
What? How many eyes did it have?
Oh, so many eyes.
Well, then it's not that one-eyed one.
Captain, before It was just the two of us, but now that you have joined us, you may be in the many eyes of the people eater. One of us shall die by this evening.
Don't look at me.
I promise you that we will take care of this. This purple people eater, I don't suppose it was wearing a eeny weeny, teeny meeny, yellow, oh, never. Come, Commander. We're going to the field of openness.
You must caution yourselves. If any of you are alone, you are at extreme risk. The way that my dear Sony was. Yes, you shall be ripped apart horrendously in ways that your people have never felt before.
That's what we signed up for.
Suspend! That's what we signed up for. Yes. The arrogance in the captain is subtle. Continue.
Come, Commander.